Title: The Dark Chamber of Brussels, Chapter 1. Introduction. In the heart of Europe lies Belgium, famed for its ornate medieval towns, Renaissance architecture, and rich cultural heritage. Yet beneath the picturesque streets of Brussels lies a grim story obscured by time and tragedy, a tale that would unsettle even the most hardened of souls. This is the true story of a series of mysterious disappearances that plagued the city in the late 1980s, leading to a chilling discovery that would shake the foundation of the local community. Chapter 2. The disappearances between 1986 and 1989. Several young women vanished without a trace in Brussels. The city was grappling with social and economic problems, which many believed contributed to the rise in crime. The victims were predominantly young, vulnerable women, often seen in nightlife hotspots before they disappeared. The first disappearance was of a 19-year-old college student named Sophie Dupont, last seen leaving a bar in the flamboyant St. Jerry neighborhood on a cold winter night in 1986. Sophie was a bright spark in her family's life, with dreams of becoming a fashion designer. Her sudden loss sent shockwaves through the community, but police were quickly overwhelmed by other cases. By 1988, two more women, Marie Lemaire and Claire Fontaine, had gone missing. The police faced criticism for their lack of leads and sparse results. Tensions mounted, and rumors began to swirl among the citizens. Some proposed that a serial predator was lurking the streets, while others believed it was a dark omen of a more sinister underbelly in Brussels. Chapter 3. The investigation. The Brussels police were inundated with calls and tips following the disappearances, but most led nowhere. Officers combed through the neighborhoods, visited the bars, and interviewed locals, but a lead proved elusive. As victims' families took matters into their own hands. Amateur sleuths took to the internet, a new phenomenon in the late 1980s. Chat rooms devoted to the missing women emerged, with users exchanging theories, sightings, and tips. Despite the shared grief, the disorder in the virtual space contributed to confusion rather than unities. Some users claimed they spotted the women alive, while others warned of a deeper conspiracy involving powerful figures. However, the police, beleaguered and under-resourced, struggled to maintain order. It wasn't until the spring of 1989, during a routine search operation, that a breakthrough occurred. Chapter 4. The Dark Chamber. In May 1989, a police team was investigating a derelict building rumored to be a hideout for drug dealers. Inside, they stumbled upon a concealed door in the basement. Behind it lay a horrifying chamber, dimly lit and grotesquely adorned. The room contained disturbing artwork made from dismembered dolls and other macabre items. Most unsettling of all were the photographs of the three missing women. The police immediately contacted forensic experts, who worked quickly to analyze the scene. They uncovered DNA evidence and fingerprints that indicated some activity had taken place not long before the discovery. It became clear that whatever had transpired in that chamber was not just the result of an isolated incident. Chapter 5. The suspect once the name of the property owner, a reclusive artist named Bernard Maro, surfaced. The investigation took a dramatic turn. Maro had long been regarded as an eccentric figure in the art community, a man who had turned away from the public eye and was known to have previous brushes with the law. The police began to piece together a timeline of his movements leading up to the disappearances. Maro was brought in for questioning. Under pressure, he maintained a facade of confusion, claiming he had no knowledge of the women's whereabouts or the chamber in the basement. However, inconsistencies in his statements quickly raised further suspicion. His artworks eerily echoed themes of captivity and loss, and police began to believe that his inspirations came from a darker source. Chapter 6. The tipping point. As the investigation intensified, a local journalist named Elise Martin, known for her fearless reporting, began investigating Maro's past. She discovered that he had lived at multiple addresses throughout Brussels, each with its own peculiarities and incidents, all leading to a trail of disturbed neighbors. Many recounted strange occurrences and odd noises coming from Maro's residences. Elise's breaking point came when she learned about an alleged affair he had with another young woman named Anne-Marie, who had vanished shortly before the discoveries in the dark chamber. Though her case had long been cold, Elise's report reignited interest and attention, especially as it was revealed that Anne-Marie's disappearance occurred immediately after her rejection of Maro's advances. At the same time, the police obtained a search warrant for Maro's current residence, which had already been cleaned and renovated by his family. There, they recovered a laptop and several notebooks filled with artistic musings, but also disturbing entries detailing violent fantasies and cryptic reference to the women. Chapter 7. The trial. After months of investigation, enough evidence was collected to charge Bernard Maro with kidnapping, sexual assault, and murder. The country was captivated by the trial, which became a media circus, with every detail scrutinized under the unforgiving eye of the press. The courtroom, often filled to capacity, overflowed with those desperate to learn more about the man at the center of the horror. During the trial, the prosecution painted Maro as a master manipulator who preyed on vulnerable women. Testimonies from those who encountered him revealed a man unhinged, capable of blending into society while hiding his dark urges behind the veneer of an artist. Defense lawyers attempted to portray Maro as a misunderstood genius. They argued that his art was erroneously interpreted and that the prosecution was using sensationalism to sway public opinion. Yet reality painted a different picture as evidence amassed around him. Chapter 8. Justice served in early 1992. After a protracted and emotional trial, the jury delivered their verdict. Bernard Maro was found guilty of the kidnapping and murder of Sophie Dupont, Marie Lemaire, Claire Fontaine, and Anne-Marie. The courtroom erupted in a mix of relief and outrage as the judge sentenced him to life imprisonment. The story did not end there. The aftermath of the trial led to a renewed discussion about the safety of women in urban environments and the systemic issues within law enforcement. Several organizations sprang up across Belgium, to advocate for victims of violence, demanding reforms in the police and judicial systems to prevent further tragedies. Chapter 9. The aftermath. In the years following the trial, Brussels saw a shift in public consciousness regarding safety and vigilance. Educational campaigns aimed at raising awareness about personal safety began to emerge, and the importance of addressing the issue of missing persons became a prime focus for local governments. The haunting memories of the dark chamber lingered, forever altering the fabric of the community. Elise Martin, the journalist who had investigated Maro, continued to cover crime stories with a newfound urgency, promoting victims' rights throughout Europe. Her tenacity in uncovering the truth inspired widespread recognition and respect, and she became a voice for those silenced. Though the haunting echoes of the past would never fade, the strength of community activism and policy changes gave hope for a future where such crimes would become increasingly rare. Yet for some, the memories of their loved ones continued to envelop them in a relentless cycle of grief. Chapter 10. Reflection. The tale of the dark chamber serves as a chilling reminder of how evil can lurk in the shadows. Even in the most beautiful places, it underscores the importance of vigilance, compassion, and community solidarity. With every candle lit in remembrance of those lost, a story is told, and it reminds us all of the power of the human spirit to endure, even in the wake of darkness. In the end, the story of Brussels became a testament to resilience, a city determined to turn its sorrow into strength, ensuring that the victims of its past would never be forgotten.